decided to replace Halyna Hutchins on Rust. Can you tell us about the process to making this decision?
I would say I didn't replace her. And that's not correcting your English. I think people say that in America too, and I think that I was just trying to help finish what she already started. And I think, something I was just talking to someone about, I think a lot of people don't know that most of the difficult creative decisions about a film that a cinematographer makes are actually made before you start making the film. In the pre-production, you're deciding about lenses and about what kinds of lights and how you want to approach the film and storyboarding and all of that. And so all of that was done before I became part of the film. And so really I was just trying to complete what she had started.
Yeah, so what was the biggest challenge jumping into, if I may use this phrase, in Halyna's boots, right?
Yeah. The most difficult part was the most difficult part was that I felt like I was never living up to Halyna's caliber of work. So I think that the emotional aspect of finishing the film was definitely the most difficult for me. Technically, it was more of trying to cobble everything together. We were filming in two very different looking states and filming with sometimes different actors and sometimes, in different seasons. It was, she was filming in the fall and then we were filming in the spring, and, we would be filming and it's like we were trying to finish scenes and things go together, and sometimes it wasn't snowing where she was and sometimes it was snowing where we were, and, but in the end, I'm very pleased with what we did. I think they match very well.
But it took you 3 days actually to make this decision to talk to Joel and finish the project. Tell us more about this process.
I think that, a friend first told me that she's like, you need to be the one to do it. And it was a bit shocking and heavy, and I also thought, I didn't know at the time, and I still don't know, how people feel about me doing that for her. And, so I thought, well, if I do this film, there's a possibility that I'll never work again. This could be my last film. And I've made other decisions in my life in the past because of fear, where I was afraid of what other people would think, even though I thought a decision that I wanted to make was the correct one. And I didn't want to ever do that again. And so I had to block out those things and think, okay, what does her family want? What do I want? And what do I think that Halyna would want? And that's a difficult thing to know, but when I decided, I think this is the right thing to do, then all those other things were easier. Of if people hate me for it or don't understand, or that's it was still worth it because her family's so excited. Yeah,
you also said in an interview that this actually might be your last project you're working on.
We'll see.
Is it really your last project,
you think?
No.
It's definitely not the last film that I want to do.
Uh-huh.
No. I was thinking, when I decided to do the film, I thought maybe people wouldn't want to work with me anymore. But
so what was the response?
I don't think that's true.
Yeah, so what was the response?
There's a lot of different responses, Some people hug me and thank me. Other people are very apprehensive and don't think it was the right thing to do. And I think that this situation is so complicated that people have very different opinions, and they're probably all right. All of them are probably correct. It's, people are upset, and that's totally justified. And, other people are happy that the film is done, and that's also justified.
And the film premiered at the festival, but this decision received mixed opinions, both from the film community and the public. And what is your take on that?
About the film, about Rust in particular?
About the premiere of the film at Energa Camerimage Film Festival.
I think Camerimage is a perfect place for the film to be premiering because they focus so much on cinematographers and cinematography. Like the image and telling stories with images is the most important aspect of this festival, which is unique. And so I think that's why it's a perfect place for it, as well as Halyna really wanted her film to show here. And
do you think this is the perfect opportunity also to pay tribute to her work, and to her life?
This festival in particular?
And to fulfill her wish to show her movie at Energa Camerimage Film Festival.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, it's hard for me to say. I don't want to speak for Halyna, but I think that all cinematographers, know and are excited by this festival because it focuses so much on cinematography.
Mm-hmm. I have to also ask you about the controversy surrounding this year's edition, this year's festival. Already we know that Steve McQueen decided not to show up at the festival. Coraline Farget, the French director with the movie The Substance, decided to pull out. What's your take on that? You are a woman, you're a cinematographer, so you have a voice here.
I think that that's also a very complicated decision. Not necessarily what Marek said, but it's a complicated decision about what to do in response to it. And, I'm part of lots of women cinematography groups, and people were talking, and there's two thoughts. Either nobody comes and we boycott, or we all come and show and force how many women are in cinematography and how much we love cinematography and care about it. And I think that overwhelmingly, that was the decision. There are a lot of women here, and most of the people that I know are like, yes, let's come and show people that we are here, and don't let remarks and sexism dictate how we feel about cinematography and how we celebrate it, because it's not. I think it's bigger than just the people that run the festival. The festival is the people that are here and watching.
But do you felt pushed to be here because of the premiere, or you really feel like wanted to be here?
Oh yeah, I really wanted to be here. Yeah, I think it's an amazing film festival.
Yeah, Ed Lachman told us in a short piece of interview that he came here 22 years ago and he never want to leave. So it's lovely to hear such voices also.
Well, it's so, because there's only one cinematographer on a set, generally, I don't get to meet a lot of cinematographers. And I think that's similar for most cinematographers, that we just don't know a lot of the other cinematographers a lot of the time. And we're all here in one place. And so it's really energizing to be able to talk to other people that do the thing. Because it's not just a job, it's something that we're passionate about. And talking to other people that do have the same passion is very fulfilling to me.
Bianca, so thank you so much for sharing all the insights, and hope you enjoy the stay here in Toruń and Poland.
I have. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much.